Oh. Can you hear me on this one? Are you hearing me all right now? Because it it shows me I have audio on all of them. I know I am checking the audio. So you can hear me on this. Okay. This should work. And this should work. Okay. You should have me on everything now. Assuming I didn't do something weird. Yay! I was like, it shows that it's the monitor is working. It's there's no reason it shouldn't be. Ah, look at all of you folks. I love that the with the exception of Onion, who's like, hello, everyone's just like, we can't hear you. Also, we can now hear you. So that's how I find out that everyone's here. That's so funny. In OBS, it shows me audio levels and it's monitoring and it's receiving and it's good. And I'm like, awesome. And then I just didn't have those audio input captures assigned, apparently. So, though it was showing it to me, it was not doing anything, which is kind of unfortunate. But hello, everyone. I was trying to talk to you about how Tom is mad at me. You can see his whole butt right here. Look at this butt. Look at this cat butt. I'm gonna put his tail on the mat. He hasn't been on my work desk all day long. He's been very independent. And now I need it for 1 hour so that I can like do readings and stuff for this stream. And he's like, wait a minute, how come I can't be on the desk now? And it's like, dude, you've had all day long. What are you doing? That's such a kitty thing to do. Well, thank you everyone who's here. We are officially, it's now exactly 5 p.m. for me, so we are officially live for the final hour. I don't quite know what to expect. I think it'd be really cool if we coast our way over 80K in the last hour. You never know. But mostly I just want to hang out and say hi. Hello. I'm also very, very open to whatever people would like. So if people would like a dice reading or two, I'm always happy to do them. Oh, Tom. This isn't enough. No, don't lay on the keyboard. You can't lay on the keyboard, kitty. No, Tom. Ugh. I'm happy to do readings for anyone who would like a reading. Oh, Tom, you can't put your butthole on camera, bud. This is not the OnlyFans. Oh, really? Is this necessary, little kitty? Huh? Here, I'll give him chin scritches so you can see the Tom Bombadil. This is the Lord Tombus Bombadilius of Tom's Die. And I hope that you'll love him. He is getting a die, so he's like, this does not matter, darling. I am here. Oh, Tom. Okay. I guess he's just gonna lay here like a big lug. The other thing that always happens in these streams is that I want to say I'm being bamboozled, but let's be honest, I'm doing the bamboozling of myself. I bamboozle myself into opening tiers and add-ons and stuff right at the end that are really cheap. So if you are so inclined to make a request for something that you want to have access to, an additional add-on or something, I would love to do that. Pink Marble. I'd love to see you showcase the Keykeeper's dice. I haven't seen them up close before. Yeah, it's because there aren't any. This is the quote-unquote Keykeeper set. It is a bunch of dice with stickers on them that say what each face is, because I don't have a set yet. They don't exist. That's not true. They actually do exist. Ironically, tomorrow, by end of day, I am getting the sets from the new manufacturer. So by end of day tomorrow, a day after this is over, I will finally actually have the new dice in hand to show. So typical. Any further deal on mats would be nice. Otherwise, I'm good. I have so much from this campaign. That's so mood. That's so mood. I'm hesitant to give deals on the mats just because people were able to get them on the other project too now. So if I give deals here and they can't get it, that just feels a little sad, but I don't know, maybe I just do it anyways. It's just for the people who happen to be here, and I'm super malleable. So if you tell me you want a deal on mats, I mean, like, who am I to say no? Idea, postcards that are just pinups of Tom Bombadil. Tom, people want to see this. Give me your belly. Give me your belly so that the people see what they want. They want to see the cute little baby boy getting pets and looking precious. Oh, what a kitty. What a kitty, and he's giving me licks. Aww. Hi, Tom. So, I have a 3D printer. You might hear it in the background every now and then. And I did print a new Alleyman statue. I mean, new as in I don't have any others left, so I'm just like, yeah. But this one didn't quite work out. He had an issue on his back. However, he's looking really good, so I'm printing a new one with fixes, and I'm now gonna have more statues to sell, and I'm thinking I need to make some new things. Oh, Tom, my big baby boy. You don't know you're on camera showing off to everyone, do you? No, he's just here for me. He's kind of blepped out a little bit. His tongue's sticking. Oh, what a good man. What? You normally don't care if I rub the tum-tum. Oh, you want to groom me. Off camera, I guess. But yeah. Let me see. I wanted to make a Tom statue. Look, depending on where the money is, and that's always a part of this experience for me, is like, depending on where the money is, I need to work with a 3D modeler to get a few new ideas out there. One thing I'm thinking about is a statue that's like a cube, and on the front there are sideways divots so that the dice can slide in sideways but still be pulled out. And I'm like, that would be really cool. And then on top of the cube, of course, there would be like a statue of the Keykeeper creature with its 7 arms from the cover of the set, holding the sun and the moon. And I was thinking about doing things like that. So I would really like to work with some 3D modelers to get some things made that I could 3D print and then offer for sale. One of the things that I didn't like about the Alleyman statues is that they were charging me like $60 per statue, so I could only sell them as cheap as I think 80 or something, which kind of sucked. This is a big thing, and I get that it takes a long time to print, trust me. The one that's currently printing, I was trying different settings, and it's been printing for like a day. But I don't mind that, and it's really only using up material for me, and the material is like less than $5, or it's like $5 total, something like that. So I could reasonably print some of those and sell them for a lot cheaper than we offered them on the project. Granted, it takes time, but I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to make affordable 3D printed things that are cool looking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I want to buy everything. Oh, well, we sell these dice on our website after the campaign. Pink marble, yeah. I will sell everything from this project as much as possible after this campaign is done. What the campaign does, aside from get me, a lot of people interested right away, hello, Kim, is it also decides how many extras I get to make. And that's kind of the trick of it. Like, yeah, there will be Keykeepers and Seasons and Helper dice sets available after the project, but how many extra? Don't know. A dice tower that matches the full 50 dice would be awesome. A dice tower would be wild. I feel like I'd have to make a big 18 by 18 grid that they pour out into, and like dice towers on every side or something. I also had someone who just messaged and asked me, hey, I'm a dice collector. What can I do to get just dice? And I'm like, just dice. And they're like, yeah, I want the 50 dice, but I don't want any of your other stuff. I don't want your rule books or your whatever. They were like, I don't want your games. And I was like, well, they're not games, but okay. And I'm like, just a bag of 50 dice. No information about them, no cheat sheet cards, no lords, no guidebook, no reading cloth. It's like, hey gamers, you want a bag of 50 weird dice? I'm like, yeah, I don't know, that could be fun. With my new manufacturer, the dice aren't as expensive as they were to make before. Okay. Let's see. I said I was going to make something, and then I just started talking about stuff. So hold on. I heard that I need to have an add-on for the mats that's cheaper. So let's see. Let's grab the mats. There's the full... Oh, my keyboard's all the way over here because some kitty took it. I wonder who did that. Who asked for the mats? It was Mushrooms, Mayhem, mat sale. Get the neoprene mats, but so cheaper. All four. This is actually gonna be a little complicated. Hold on. Let's see. There's 65 for a set, huh? Okay. Let's see. I have to put in each mat. The things I do for love. Who got that one? Who knows what that was from? This is so difficult. Alright, one of each mat. Hopefully we'll be shipping in February. I'm starting to think we'll be shipping in March, and that makes me a little sad, but that would be okay. Hey Mushroom. My dear Mushroom Mayhem. Mushrooms Mayhem mat sale is now an add-on. Surprise. Courage Carly Dog. Yay, you got it. I feel bad for asking for more discounts. You're so silly. That's what this last hour is for. Whoever shows up to this should, I feel, get almost anything they want. And by that, I mean within reason. I too am poor and have to try to make money, which is so tragic. Kelly, the mat grids and mats. So the two-sided cloth is this thing right here that my cat's sitting on, and it's two-sided cloth and it comes with your set. That is the grid, right? The mats, so like this is a cloth. It's soft, it has printing on both sides. The mats are separate add-ons that have rubber backing. I have one right here, but it's under things. Hold on. This poor thing. So like this right here, boop. Tom, you're making this so much harder for no reason, and I love you. And I hit the phone. So like this is a mat. It has printing on one side. The back side is just a black rubber. These guys are the more expensive ones because they're more expensive to make. I actually don't know if that's even true, but they are more expensive. They're bigger. They're mostly harder to ship. That's the main reason that I'm concerned about them. So that's the difference. The mats are one-sided, but they have a rubber backing, so they stay in place when you're rolling your dice and stuff. Yeah. Dice goblins love strange math rocks. This is so true. So many Q1 things are going to be coming to my mail. Yeah, honestly, Kim, it's going to feel like this huge weight off my shoulders as the Misery Tarot, the Hot Housewives Tarot, and the Oracle Dice all ship out in like February, March-ish. And then I don't have to worry about them. They've been accumulating as a big problem, and I'm like, I can't wait for them to be done in people's hands. Let's see. What about enamel goblin charms in the future for those who love charm casting? Pink marble, there were coins, divination coins, that I was working with someone else to design a while back, and that could still totally happen. Just like more generic charmy things, I think that's still possible. I think that would be fun to do, to create like a curated charm set with just like you cast it over a grid of some kind. And you're right, it could just use these exact same grids. I've always considered that to be a possibility, and that's why in the Oracle Dice guidebooks, they're like, yeah, you can use them with charm casting or runes or something, or bones. Whatever you got, go for it. But just haven't had the time. But now that the Oracle dice are kind of like laid to bed, and the Hot Housewives Tarot and the Misery Tarot are gonna be like done. Yeah, I would consider that. I do have a tarot coming in May. That one should be so much faster because everything is like done for it except for the guidebook, but it's a standard tarot deck, and that I feel like I could knock a guidebook out in like a month. I hope so. Charm casting would be amazing. I do charm casting at my shop I volunteer at, and Alleyman's one for my set would be perfect. Yeah, no, that'd be really fun. I only discovered you a couple months ago. Oh, well, thank you. Welcome on in. There will be an Alleyman project in October next year. There wasn't going to be. October was just going to be for one of my games, but there will now be an Alleyman project because I've set something really neat up. I don't want to make Alleyman projects unless it's going to do something unique and new. So I'm really excited to share that, but I suppose it's not yet time. Nothing has been really set. Tom, if you're gonna lay here, you have to be like cute pet cam. Can you do that for the people? For the people? Can you like roll over and show people your big tummy? I'm just like shoving him around to get him on camera. Tom, you can't keep removing yourself from the camera. People want to see your precious sleepy face. All right, I'll do it. You know what? I'm here for you guys and what you want, and I know what you want is that right there. So let's be honest. International Goblin shipping is going to be wild. I'm scared, but excited, and it will be worth it. I backed Hot Housewives and Misery Tarot 2. Hot Housewives was my first ever Kickstarter pledge. That's so wild. Your Kickstarter? Because that was a project that had nothing to show when it launched. I only got to design the deck after we funded. Kelly, I'm confused about the Tom die, as now Tom die is part of the helper set. There's nothing to be confused about, I think. If you wanted to pay $15 to upgrade your Tom die to a helper set, that was an option that I added to the backer kit. And I posted an update on the day that this new Kickstarter launched to be like, hey, this is the thing you can grab. So if you wanted to update your Tom Bombadil die, the $5 die, with a $15 purchase to just turn it into a full helper set, that was offered. Otherwise, anyone who chose not to, or who's just getting a Tom die and, you know, didn't get an upgrade, they're just going to get a Tom die on its own. With, I don't know, the Lord card and cheat sheet card, question mark? Something like that. I try to let people know about it. But I have had people being like, wait, the Tom, what do I do? And I'm like, you do. You just do. Someone also asked for journals. I wonder what journals look like. Do any of you know what a journal is? Because I think I do not. Well, there's an image of a journal, but where's like the image of the two journals? There you are. The journal special. Get both journals for cheap with 2 E's. Oh, Kelly, then super easy. Kelly, my dear friend, cancel your pledge and then go to, gosh, can I just go get the thing? Oh, I could go get the thing. Okay, give me just a second. Oh, goodness, gravy. I should have made this journal thing like 20 minutes ago when someone asked for it. I can't help myself. I just get caught up in things. Alright, someone earlier asked for a cheaper journal set, and so I just made a journal set that's $30 for the both of them. They're $25 normally. So bam, done. Astina here, should I add the matte mushroom set to my pledge? I have the one matte on the back here pledge that asked to be changed to 65 set, but now it's 50. Yeah, I don't know, do whatever you want. Get it here and then email me back and tell me you want me to get rid of the $65 set. Or you could just go into your pledge and remove the $65 set, I believe. Cyndaquil lover, his little face is so adorable. This is true. You know what? Like, there's a reason that Tom Bombadil is here, and it's because he is soft, plush, and super sweet. Would I be able to be put on a wait list for if you sell the dice sets in your store? I don't think you probably need a wait list. There will be additional dice sets available to the extent that I don't think you'll have to worry about them being gone for probably a year or so. That's fine. Alcina, just email me and have me remove that later and take the $50 set now. It's just fine. I'm trying to decide if I want the decks or not. The completionist in me says yes, but realistically, will I use them if I have the dice? You know, I don't use the Oracle die face decks. I use the dice, but I don't use the die face decks. I'm like, do I even have one right next to me? No, it's over on the shelf. I just don't use them. It seems a little silly. Where do I find the things you're adding now? Just go and edit your pledge. They're in the add-ons. There is, you know, that's a really good point, because I can't sort the add-ons. I cannot adjust how they appear to you. So what I have added is a $50 mat set tier and a $30 journal set tier. And these are both add-ons. Sorry, I'm calling them tiers, and that's a different thing. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go find something for Kelly Poplar. Hold on, everyone. I'm turning this car around. I've got to go find a thing for Kelly Poplar. Yeah. There's a secret award. Okay. How do I... Hold on. I'm just going to send it in the chat. Kelly... Yeah. Okay, so Kelly, I just posted it in the chat. My dear darling, if you delete your Kickstarter pledge and then you click the link I just put in the chat, it gives you the secret helper dice set Tom discount tier. You can then get that, and then you could swap over and add whatever add-ons you had. And that would get you your discounted set, and also it means I wouldn't send you a Tom Bombadil die. I would just give you a full helper set instead. I love the discounts, but I'm scared to add them because I've already been fighting Kickstarter to keep my 3 separate payments option. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I had someone reach out and be like, why did you remove the pay over time option? I was like, I did not. I know not of what you speak. I'm very sorry if any of that is complicated. I don't know what's going on in Kickstarter's back end, unfortunately. Jack on Skates, I assume the Kickstarter and backer kit will be consolidated. I only needed the helper set from the Kickstarter. Yeah. You may not know this because you maybe didn't back the Housewives Tarot, but in the survey for this project, it will ask you, did you back both the May backer kit and the October Kickstarter? Yes Would you like your orders consolidated? That's it. So it should be super duper simple. And then I will ask BackerKit if they can help me do that, or if I just have to do it manually. And if I have to do it manually, I'll just do it because that's the bed that I've made. I also was allowing people to consolidate their Hot Housewives tarot with their Misery tarot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I think I'm going to have to do so many things. Onion, I'm just keeping my mat set the same. I'm already doing the nothing tip, so it's just more tip because I'm returning kindness. Aw, that's super sweet. But you can get the $50 one and just get the mats for cheaper. The fun part about adding things at the very end here that are cheaper, is like there's only so many people who show up to the stream at the end. And it's usually a lot of the same people who I very appreciate, and you're very sweet. And so I don't mind making things like a lot cheaper because like even if people get it and it turns out that actually loses me money or something, it's not very many people and it's not very much money. So I like being a little wild. So let me know what else you need. We did a cheaper mat add-on for $50 for all the 4 mats, which I don't actually know how they're gonna ship, to be honest. It could be wild. It could be a problem because they're rubber backed and stuff, and it's awkward to try to fold them or roll them or anything. Tom, you're being so cute right now. Do you even know that? He is shrimping. He's so precious. Yay. Aw, you're all so cute and sweet. I would love to give anything else cheaper. I know, I'm sorry, that some people were asking how many chests we did get up to. It was not enough. My last count is that the chests, we were at 205 for this campaign. And that was just, I want to say yesterday. It was $4,500 ago. And I don't think that's changed significantly enough. Let's see, $4,500 divided by 55 a chest. That could have been 81, or with deals it could be like 90. Gosh, that could be actually close, but that would have to be everyone grabbing chests, and I don't think that's what everyone's been buying. Look, a lot of chests did sell, because the 200 is just from this campaign. It doesn't count the ones from the last campaign, but I already reduced the stretch goal number based on how many were in the previous one. Okay, I am back and think I did everything right. Kelly, I love that. I have extreme faith in you that you did it. The Whittle Paw. Yeah, Tom's such a little cutie patootie. Can I touch your paw? Can I play with it? He's like, no, stop it, Dad. I'm sleeping. Jack on skates. I was so grateful because I could upgrade my Misery tarot to the deluxe during the live stream. I will never forget it. Aw, thanks. And also, Kelly, I won't know if you did everything right until the end. The thing about BackerKit is that I can see your guys' carts. On Kickstarter, I don't think I can actually see your guys' stuff just at all until the campaign is like done. I can't see people's cards. Hold on, let me see what I got here. Oh, you are right here at the top. Hold the phone. Has this changed? No, yeah, Kelly, it worked out. I can see your stuff. You got it right. Yeah, Tom insists on being on camera, covers his face. This is just the Tom Bombadil experience, everyone. He's a little snoozy boy. He really wants to be on my desk. You can't spy on who's doing eternal backer train shenanigans. Yeah, no backer trains. That's the kind of downside of this stream on Kickstarter. Kickstarter doesn't do backer trains. So when we hit 30 minutes from right now, this campaign will be done no matter what. And that's strange. Can I give you any sneak previews of the new Alleyman book? Ann Scher asks, I'm assuming you mean the one that's going to crowdfunding very shortly here in November? It is a short story anthology of stories that take place in the world of the Alleyman. In particular, it has multiple stories that kind of have like a connected narrative about Jimmy Talon and Alexia Koslov and Julie and Kent. And there are other stories that are kind of interspersed to break those up. So I have to be fully honest with you. Looking at my current setup, all of my monitors are exactly where they need to be and what pages they need to be on. I can't get out of this cage I've made for myself between the microphone and the camera for Tom. So I can't actually pull up like a story to read you a snippet. But I hope to be doing that very soon. Random question. Do you still have the normal tarot art prints? I regret not getting them when I got all 4 of those decks. Cyndaquil Lover, my dear friend. I have, from the gold and silver decks, so many art prints. Like hundreds of each of them. And you can get them on my website, pubgobshop.com. P-U-B-S-H-O-B. Jeez. Pubgob. P-U-B-G-O-B. Here. www.pubgobshop.com. There, it's in the chat. I don't know why I can't type into the chat in OBS right here. I don't know what I did wrong. It's showing me the chat, but I can't interact. You can get any of the silver or gold normal tarot art prints there. I don't actually have any of the art prints for the 3rd edition deck. I don't know why. I need to ask my printer how come I don't have any of them. Because they sent me all of the decks. So I'm like, where are the other art prints, my friends? So, Cyndaquil Lover, you can absolutely get more normal tarot art prints. Just check the website. Kim did not ask the question. Oh yeah, you didn't ask the question about the new book. I hope to be sharing snippets from it very soon. It's launching in, I want to say, 8 days, and I feel unprepared. I've been caught up writing Oracle Dice guidebook stuff, and it's so much. I feel like all I've done is write guidebooks for like the last year. But I'm so close to free from writing guidebooks just in time to write the guidebook for the Goblin's Tarot that launches in May. And then to write the guidebook for the October project, the new Alleyman project. Have we seen any readings on the Sun or Moon grid? We have not. Again, ironically, I will not have the Keykeeper set early printing in hand until tomorrow night. But once it's in hand, I would really love to put out a video or two about it, what reading on the grid is like, what the dice are like, and what they look like. Even though a few of the dice, I can already tell from the pictures they sent me, are the wrong color again. It is inevitable that when I'm making dice, they will send me stuff that I tell them in the email is the wrong color, and then they send me it anyways, and they're like, oh, it was wrong? I love the Alleyman podcast. I'm super excited for the book. Thank you. Yay. I actually care so much about all of that. One of the things that's really funny is that I am a publisher. That's my whole shtick here. And all of my very early stuff was books. But I've been so caught up in games and tarot decks and dice and stuff that I haven't had the time to write novels and stories and stuff. I'm just like, please, soon. Will the Alleyman book be on Kickstarter or BackerKit? It's on BackerKit because it's part of a group launch called the Book Bazaar. So there'll be a bunch of us with books on there. The Ashling. How does it feel to know you might have accidentally created a future divination cryptid with the Alleyman lore? You know, it's really hilarious to me because every single time that I am vending, no matter where I'm at, I have been at a gay bar at a kink event, and someone's like, Seven, oh my god, you're here? I didn't know you lived in Denver. I always meet someone who knows the work, who owns it, who knows about the Alleyman. It's a real thing, and it spreads. My dream goal is to put together a script for a I'm not sure if a movie would be the thing I would want to do with it, but some kind of movie or short television show or something, and see if I could do that real indie style on the ground with people. I would love to do that. I think the Alleyman is a really lovely and fantastic concept, and I want to know more. Tom wants to sleep. No, he doesn't. This is just what he does. I can finally add them to my collection. Yay. You mentioned the Goblin's Tarot. I want to be so clear with everyone. The the Goblin's Tarot that launches in May is going to be the cheapest tarot deck I've ever made. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to have foil, but it is meant to be my standard tarot deck that I offer from my business. It is specifically, I mean, it's going to be really pretty. It's going to have a super gorgeous guidebook. It's going to be really awesome. And yet, I'm going to make it the cheapest that I've ever made a tarot deck because I want it to be available as a beginner tarot deck. I want it to be available as a engine for other things I make. I really want to make games that run on tarot decks. I think that that's a really obvious niche that I haven't hit yet because I just haven't had the time yet. And I would really like to have a deck that I've produced that is available for people and not really expensive. I know that the Oracle dice sets are pretty expensive. I know that the alleyway oracles were all like $50 a piece. And I know that that's money, and I know that that's hard for a lot of people. So I would really like to print so many, just so many copies of the Goblin's Tarot that I can offer it for like $25 or something. I'm gonna do my damnedest to make it possible. And I think it's very doable. I was at a family reunion this weekend and told one of my cousin's girlfriends about the Alleyman and his deck. Yeah. I've had canon the Alleyman into the Magnus universe. My friends and I were just filling out tier list charts about like what fears from the Magnus archives would make us their victim and which one we hope would make us their avatar. So that was really fun. Are discounts only for add-ons or can it be for main pledges? Pink Marble, if I make it for your main pledge, that's really complicated. That's the main reason I don't do that. Because then they're like, oh, I'm going to shift over to a whole new tier. And then I think that's a harder thing to change than just adding an add-on or swapping out an add-on. So, just add-ons. Also, no one's asked me for another discount add-on. Someone here needs to hurry up on that because we're running out of time. We only got 20 minutes. Have I heard of Full Send or His Majesty the Worm? I have. And I've very loosely worked a little bit on stuff that I wanted to do for a tarot run game of my own. And I just haven't had the time. I'm so frustrated. I have literally a dozen projects in the pipeline. I'm like, when will I ever get to it? Soon I will need a cabinet for all these great things. Well, Pharaoh Selector, publishing Goblin furniture is my next business venture. Can you imagine? I'm like, here's a cabinet. It's a curio cabinet, but it's specifically made with a shelf per project I've made. And you have to buy everything to fill it. Ooh, tarot deck games sound cool. My best friend had one that worked together with a daily journal that she used to build a backstory for a Pathfinder character. Yeah. I was going to do a solo journaling game that used the tarot deck. Gosh, I would love to do tarot games so bad. I literally make tarot decks and design games. How come I don't have one? Is Tom Bombadil going to have his own game? Tom, do you get a game? His game is hit a thing on the floor and then eat string until he vomits. So I guess that's the game. I hope you like eating that. Hot take. Alleyman would make epic homebrew for the Spire system. I assume you mean like Spire and Heart. I know them. They're really cool people over at Rowan Rook and Deckard. I'm sure that if I was like, hey, Alleyman Spire, maybe we could make a cute thing together. I've actually talked to them before about how we want to work on something together, but we haven't made that happen. Pub Gob, fancy coffee table for cards, drinks, and books. A Pub Gob microwave. Yes. Goblin trinket shelves and curio cabinets. Oh no. So I'm getting the chest from the May backer kit. So at the moment, there's no discount of getting just the 2 small boxes that would go in the top. Yeah, you need an add-on that's whatchamacallit. I'm so articulate right now. 2 discounted wooden boxes for Thinfith. For Thinfith. Get 2 discounted wooden boxes because you want them. What do you think about that? What image can I possibly use for this? I don't have anything that just shows 2 wooden boxes. I'm just gonna use that one. Who's gonna stop me? Wooden box, please. Make that 2 of them. It'll ship in February. There we go. 2 discounted wooden boxes for Thunfith. That's how I say your name. I hope that's not the worst thing. Go find that in the add-ons quickly. Get them while they're incredibly cheap. A cabinet for all your mystical needs. Yes. Would love the stone set discount, but I know it's not possible because of the price of the stones. Tell me about it. I wasn't going to do stone dice on this project at all. I wasn't even gonna put them available. The stone dice are so expensive to make that I actually need to be selling them at almost $400 a set to properly make money while running ads. And that's really tragic. Discount for helper set add-on or a chest discount. I mean, there's still the chest and box one, but I can do it. Chesticle discounticle. Get a chest, but cheaper. I'll let you get it at the price it was at last time before I realized I should have raised the price. This is getting ridiculous, y'all. Alright, gotten so lucky with discounts in the past when I needed them. Now I can afford it. I just want to throw money at you. That's sweet. You could totally do a Secret Halls solo journaling game, just saying. Kim, there's already going to be a Secret Halls like full role-playing game at the end of next year. I don't know how it would fit a tarot angle to it. I'm actually really sad about that because I'm doing like a playing card thing for it with a custom deck. Why I didn't make it a tarot deck, I don't know. It just is what it is. It's for Thunfuth. Alright, Onion, that was the person's name in the chat. I don't know what it is. I like the chest, but I hope it will be available later on. Kelly, I don't know how many will be available later on. There will be some, but they're big, and that means I'll have to have somewhere to keep them in my storage unit. Thinfifth, you missed the boxes. I don't see just the boxes in the add-ons. They're there, because Onion Knight just found it. Yeah, 2 discounted wooden boxes for Thinfifth. It's $50. Oh my goodness. The treat box set, but cheaper, yes. You made them as a main pledge. Did I really? Oh no, I also put the chest discount as a main pledge. Oh, guys. Oh, jeez. Oh no. You're right, I sure did. Well, it's in the same tab. I just didn't notice. Discount chest. Still cheaper now and add-on. Uh-oh. Oh gosh, I'm sorry everyone. I'm ruining Christmas. Okay. I need you to understand that it looks the exact same if you're making a reward tier add-on. And if you scroll even once, you don't even see which one you're on anymore. That's just... Ain't that just the way, Tom? And everyone gets mad at me for double boxes. Get 2 books, but cheap. I don't mind ruining Tom's nap. He's just a kitty. You know, this is the thing about him, is that he's super cute, handsome, incredible genetics, because he's my biological son. He interrupts my sleep constantly. I do not mind if I ruin his nap. Okay, I added the wooden boxes and the chest to add-ons. I fixed it out. So sorry, my dear friends. No, don't do this to me. I could save on 2 boxes and a chest. Yeah, you should... Well, you already can save on 2 boxes and a chest. That's already, like, an add-on treat thing. You should make Pumpkin Goblin as stickers and a bookmark. Ooh. You know, in making the Pumpkin Goblin, I realized that I should just do seasonal Goblin pins throughout the year and then just have those available to sell later. So the Jacko Goblin pin is the first of many, I think. Do I need more chests? Yes. Do I have space for more chests? No. But do I want them? Yes. I'm torn. Last year for Christmas, I received my normal tarot community copy. It was wonderful. Aw, that's so nice. Can you do a discount full 50 set? You know, I don't see any reason I can't. Discounted full 50 set. You get the 3 main dice sets, but at a discount. With an E at the end. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. It's because I just love y'all. You're all really cute, and I don't want to make it awkward, but like, what are you doing after this? Who's gonna stop me from being really wild? Because I think I'm being really wild right now. And the thing is, I keep making things, so I can't stop to see how wild I'm being. And I could use a helper in my life who could stop me from doing these things. I don't even know if this loses me so much money that it's ridiculous to do. But there's now a discounted full 50 set. Discounted spell with DYSCOUNTED. And that is in the add-ons. Tom napping is preventing dice rolling. Yes, you're correct. It's fine. We only have 10 minutes left of the hour. Tom is what people are here for. Tom napping is preventing dice rolling. Yes, seasonal pins. I'd have to shift them from backer kit though, and I don't want to put you through that. Mushroom Mayhem, I don't even know what that's in reply to. You'd have to ship them from backer kit. I don't know what that means. Let it never be said that you are not the most generous creator there is. That's really sweet to say. Aw, thanks. I don't need another chest either, but yes, I also do. Yes, I think so too. Feral Selector, how far apart are the 3 payments? I have no concept. I don't even know where I would go on Kickstarter to see that on my end. Let's see. How do I use Kickstarter as a platform? Kickstarter, pay over time. Pledge over time, 3 equal payments over a period of 3 months. So yeah, you pay when the project ends, a third, and then the next 2 months. Yeah, it's just monthly payments. I assumed, but didn't want to tell you that and then be wrong because I'm really cool. Probably. I'm not a pin person, but other seasonal goodies would be great. That's totally fair. I like making enamel pins because it's fun and easy, and I have relationships with some manufacturers now, so I kind of just like to do it. It's a fun thing. I have a system for how I sell them when I vend. So I kind of love enamel pins. They're so much fun to make. Other seasonal goodies. One of the things I want to do, obviously there's Publishing Goblin, who makes divination tools and books. And then there is PubGob Games, which makes games. But PubGob Trinkets, I actually originally really wanted to do a whole big thing. I wanted to make Eda bags, I wanted to make plushies, I wanted to make stickers and keychains and lanyards, and then enamel pins as well. So, nothing's off the table as far as like fun seasonal goodies go. I really want to get into a rhythm where each of my like businesses are doing their own thing. So it's like 2 big projects a year from Publishing Goblin that are like a novel and a new divination deck or some kind of thing like that. I want Publishing Goblin Games to have projects, in May and October-ish where it's releasing games regularly. And I want the Trinkets to also be doing similar, where they have their own seasonal monthly things throughout the year. That would be a really ideal scenario for me. I just don't know how I would actually manage to do all of that and keep it all separate work-wise. So we'll see how that goes. Also, Royce Rosewood of the Ragamancers. I did see your message in here earlier. I don't know why I just thought of it now. But you were like, hey, if you need a partner to work on a tarot game, like, yeah, no, I saw you. I see you. Thank you, Apocalypse Girl. That's very sweet. Yeah, but I want to be at a point where a lot of these things are done completely before the project launches. That'd be the best universe, right? Where I'm like, this game's completely finished. All we need is your money to create the thing. I think PubGub trinkets would be the easiest thing to do if I work with either artists to make a lot of the stuff. Um, I don't know, maybe I'd pay them more than normal so that they would run the campaign. Oh, gosh. If I want to do an add-on for the decks later on, will that still be available to add? Yeah. There will be a backer kit pledge manager space for you to still add things to your order later. But anything I'm adding right now is like a wacky add-on that's super cheap will not be available in about 5 minutes. I can't commit to putting a sticker on anything. I love pins because I don't have to commit. I think that that's such a big part of it too. I love pins because I can put them places and then unput them places. I don't even know where I'd put most of the pins I've made. My jackets are already kind of full. That's why I wanted to make an eat a bag. A Goblin dice tower and roller should be a next campaign. I don't even know how a dice tower would necessarily like help you roll. I feel like they wouldn't get far enough on the 18-inch mat. And they would mostly just like go up and down. They wouldn't go left or right as much. Something to ponder. So we do have just 4 minutes left. It's coming to a close. Yeah, I think the I think PubGob trinkets could definitely put together a really cute like pin banner. I wanted to do an Alleyman jacket, like not quite a duster, but like a big jacket that has pockets that are specifically big enough to fit like tarot decks in, or your oracle dice in the wooden boxes. There's so many things I would like to do, and I just don't know how to make that happen in so many times. A 4-way dice tower, that would be neat, but then it would be in the middle, so then nothing could go in the middle. And that's sad. A dice cup. I have found that the only way I can roll the dice so that it's fair on the grid is to cup it with both hands, shake it, and then let go right in the middle, and then things spread out from there in any direction. And I'm never sure how to do that with a cup or anything. A jacket for trinkets and stones, please. I want to make an Alleyman jacket so bad. I don't even know who I would work with. I don't even know necessarily how I would make it specific or unique to a publishing Goblin thing. Maybe a dice trebuchet for chaos. Kim, you got the right idea, my friend. Ooh, we're inching dangerously close to 78,000. If we had a backer train, I bet we could have gotten to 80,000. But it looks like we are now officially, I'm so sorry, I'm stealing this from Tom. But we are in the final 90 seconds. So if there's anything you want to grab, you better do it now. Specifically, any of the weird add-ons I just added, they will not be available in about 70 seconds. So if you want any of the cheap stuff, a box, a chest, any of the trick or treat add-ons, those will not be available. Now is your time. Arwen, I forgot I was eating dinner. Ooh, I can't wait to eat dinner, actually. Did you know that as a person, I love food more than anything else? It's like my favorite thing. I get so excited when I'm like, what should I eat? That's all. I just wanted to share that. Oh, and for anyone who was curious, I found the chaos die that was missing. This went missing a bit ago, and I couldn't figure out where it was. In placing my new 3D printer on the floor where it's at, I found it. What is my favorite food? Cyndaquil lover, my dear friend, that's an incredible and important question. I like Tex-Mex, I like Mexican food, but I like Tex-Mex. I like nachos and quesadillas and queso and chips and salsa. I mean, that's like my stuff. I gotta be honest. So Tom didn't eat it. You are correct. Tom did not eat it. How did we not get 780 backers? People. Now it's a 779 for the rest of time. 77,950. We were so close to 78. And there's no backer train to save us. Ah. So where was it, people want to know? Where was this die that I looked for and couldn't find? It was literally just on the floor. It was next to some boxes of, are you ready for this? A box of the Silver Normal Tarot Guidebook from the second edition, which is a guidebook that is essentially useless. I don't know why. I don't know why I have those. So many sevens, so many nines. Yeah, 779, 77950. But heck yeah. I thought that we would, after day one, I said it will do between $60,000 and $80,000. So the fact that we are closer to that top end is awesome. And it also shows that I am brilliant, maybe psychic, I don't know. I mean, earnestly, my dear friends, like, how did I know these numbers? It's almost like I've done so many crowdfunding projects. Yeah, I like the backer train on BackerKit. I couldn't run this on BackerKit, or maybe I could have after I added the helper dice, but here we are. Thank you for all the discounts you do. It makes it accessible to me. Aw, thank you. Yeah, no, I wish that I could offer more discounts and offer things even cheaper, which is why I'm excited about the May Goblins Tarot project. I don't think that I have shouted this out enough, my dear friends. I'm putting it in the chat. Boop. So if you love me and my work and you think that stuff I do is super cool, I agree. But basically, in May, there will be a standard sized tarot deck. The normal number of cards. It will feature the publishing goblin on a journey of giving up a fake immortality to be mortal among the humans. That's the publishing goblin's journey, the fool's journey. And I'm going to make it as affordable as possible. I really want to make it like a $25 tarot deck that has a gorgeous hardcover book inside with a foil printed deck. Like, it's going to be so pretty. And I want to print just a bunch of them, and I want them to be so available and accessible to people. And I want it to be affordable. So hopefully I get to do that, my dear friends. So thank you all for being here. I'm excited to buy the dice next year from the website. Oh, thanks. That's very sweet, Pink Marble. Appreciate the donation. Enjoy dinner, Mushroom Mayhem. Thanks for the congrats, everybody. Yeah, there is one more campaign yet this year. In, I believe, 8 days, there will be a campaign for Tales from the Alley, which is a short story anthology. Boop. That is the next thing. It is in 8 days. It launches on BackerKit, and that's the final project of the year. And then in January, I'm doing another enamel pin project, but then I'm trying really hard to do nothing until May, when the Goblin's Tarot happens. Goodbye, Milcian. Tom must have worked so hard on this campaign. You were all so correct. Look at him. He's so pooped. A poor kitty. He's worked so hard. Oh no, Tom. You're so tired because you're lazy and useless and you don't pay rent. He's like, yeah, but I'm also one of the dice. I vote trinkets and divination charms. I will work on a divination charm concept. I also really want to work on the keys themselves. We have the key keeper dice set here, and I know a lot of people are like, "Who are the key? What does that mean?" Well, there's a set of magical keys that I'm working on, and then there'll be like a grimoire that goes with them that gives you rituals and rites to do with the keys. And it's like a magic system, um, and I would really like to just have a lot of time to work on that. I know, Ostina. I know that's you. Rubbinks, I've never seen a deck that sounds that nice for that cheap. If anyone can do it, you can, but make sure you pay yourself. Look, I'm going to do my damnedest. I want to make the Goblin's Tarot so affordable that anyone can get it. It's high quality, really fancy, super gorgeous. We'll see how that works. So, we'll see. But everyone, we will get around to it. There will be keys. There will be tarot decks and charms and pins and short story anthologies. I really want to get back to writing the novel series that goes across a lot of my stuff. I haven't had any time for that. So we'll see. And there's superhero erotica. I don't know at what point I'm going to put that out, but look, I got so many things I'm doing. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again. We did 779 backers on this project, raised $77,950. And we are going to see what the numbers all look like tomorrow when I post an update. Because I'm done working for the day, I believe. Oh, you're all so sweet to me. You only do stop being so kind. It's so cute. I appreciate you giving me money on account of I'm poor. Please, sir, I'm poor. Alright, Tom, say goodbye. Wake up a little bit to say goodbye. Can you shake your little face? Can you open your eyes? People need to see you. Yeah, there he is. Alright, Tom, say goodbye. He's so mean to me. He's like, I think not. I am a sleepy boy. Thank you, Onion. Thank you, Rubbings. I do want to pay myself, but if I can set a price point that's so aggressively low for the Goblin's Tarot, that would make me so happy to be able to offer something to people who can't afford like a really fancy, lovely, fancy new tarot deck. And that would mean everything. That would be so awesome. I hope I can do that. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me again. And I will see you very shortly. We're going to have so many things coming together here. A lot of projects here that are wrapping and shipping out kind of at the same time early next year. And I might go eat some food. So ta-ta for now. Have a delightful evening. And I will see you later.